Good morning. Today is Wednesday, October 20th. On the agenda, we're going to be working in code.org, so please open up and log on to code.org. Our warm-up, think about this while I read the slide. School gets open, then school gets closed. What is in the variable school at the end? We're going to be working in Unit 4, Lesson 2, Variables Investigate. What is due today is your Unit 3 app and activity guide. That is by 11:59 on Wednesday p.m. Did you take the U3 test? If not, come by during office hours and take it. Students will be able to investigate the concept of variables in a computer program. Okay, we are Unit 4, Lesson 2, Variables Investigate. Okay, remember we're doing that EIPM. Explore, investigate, practice, and make code.org progression. So this is just a quick review. How does a baggie represent a variable? Remember, we declare our variable with var. For this, it would be var space pow. Pow is the variable we've created. So with the baggie, we're using a baggie to create a variable because thinking about a computer with a place in it that you can put a number and take a number out is very difficult to imagine or visualize. Having a baggie that you can put a Post-it in and take it out, you can put a name on it, you can put a value in it, you can take the value out. It's much easier for us to sort of understand that's how it works. It also gives us a common reference. All right. So in Unit 4, Lesson 2, you are going to circle 1, the thermostat app. Run the app, predict the information that is being stored in variables. Why don't you take like 2 minutes to do this? Okay, stop tape. What did you find? What is the variable that is storing things? Temp, correct. Okay, let's go to level 2. Read the code of your assigned section, making sure you understand how it works. Explain your section. Make a group with partners who investigated the other section. Carefully explain how your section works line by line. Okay. So we are in code.org. We have done circle 1. We are in circle 2. So you are looking at these lines right here. Section 1 is lines 1 through 12. Section 2 is lines 14 through 21. See what they do and then describe it to each other. So the pairs can do this or 2 groups. Okay. Let's take a minute. Stop tape. Start up. What did you find? That's right. The first section of code is declaring the variables at the top. That's how we do it. And then you have an on event. It is the down button. It is subtracting 1 from temp each time it is clicked and then printing it on the screen of our app. In the second part of the code, it is the up button. It is adding 1 to the temperature every time we click it and dropping it on the screen. Okay. Then we are setting the text. Sorry, I am getting back into my lecture. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there. Oh, I'm causing trouble. Here we are. Sorry about this. Okay, adding a watcher. How does that work? If we go into our code.org, it's down here. See how it says watchers and then it says variable or property? We've set our variable as temp. If I put temp in here, and I add plus, it's going to say the variable is undefined. When I run the app, now that's interesting. It is saying temp is, oh, I know, I put a capital T on it. That's why. There is no such thing as capital T temp. Let's go temp. Okay, see, that works much better. It tracks what your variable is doing. This is very helpful. Sometimes this code is not written correctly and your variable is not moving. It is not valuating properly. And you can see that in the watcher, okay? So here is, says add a watcher. All right, in level 2, change the degrees by 2 when up and down arrow are clicked. Right now it is doing it in 1 degree. Okay, take a moment and do that. Okay, that was pretty easy, right? We just changed the 1 to a 2. So it's going to add 2 or it's going to subtract 2. Run the app in level 3. Run the app, discuss the changes. Find math round command. Discuss with a partner how this command might work. Modify. Change the code so the space displays between the temperature and the unit description, F or C, so that no space displays, between temperature and the unit screen. Okay? If I go into fabulouscode.org and I go to unit 3, I am going to find math round right here. So what is math round? What is it doing? What happens if you remove it? Delete the space between the quotation marks and the letter F, okay? So math round, why do we have math round? Because our temperature is in Fahrenheit, and we are also displaying the temperature in centigrade. We need to convert the Fahrenheit to centigrade. So we do that by taking our temp F, subtracting 32, and multiplying it by 5/9. Once we multiply anything by 5/9, typically there's going to be some nasty little bits left over. So math round is just rounding to an even number, to a number, to a full number, not a decimal. Okay. If you take out math round, our temperatures become 69.99999, 70.11111, those kinds of things. Okay. In level 4, run the app and predict the information that is being stored in variables. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Stop tape. Okay, we're back. What were you finding? Okay, so something new. So let's go to level 5 now. Okay, read the code and discuss with your partner what has changed and what has stayed the same. How does get text work? An exclamation, add an exclamation point to the end of the string stored in the username, so the following is displayed on the screen. And that is just the name with an exclamation point. Okay, take a minute to, let's take 2 minutes to look at this. Stop tape. Start. So what's new? We're adding a name. You have to log in. Get text is getting the text out of the text box and putting it into our app. Okay, you can see if you hover over it, what the name of the box is. Here. The counter pattern with event. This is going to be very important, so pay attention. When we create a variable myVar and we evaluate it to 0, so at the top here, we're saying var, create variable myVar, myVar gets 0. Then we have an event ID, click, my var gets my var plus 1. So we are counting with this, right? This is the code for it over here. It is just what's happening with our thermostat. Every time we click the button, one more is being added to temp. In that case, this my var would be temp, okay, with an up button. We're increasing temperature. Down button, it would be -1. Okay, variable with string concatenation. It is a $10 word for creating sentences, for adding things together. It's what concatenation means. So we declare two variables, my string and my other string. My string gets rock, my other string gets roll. We create the variable my story, and that gets my string plus quotation mark space and space quotation mark plus my other string. So what that is going to do is it is going to put together my string, my other string with the word and. So it's going to be rock space and space roll, because my rock is my string, space and space is here, and then roll is my other string. All righty, let's review. What can be stored in a variable? Why is using a meaningful name for the variable important? So at this point, we can store a number and a string in a variable. Why is using a meaningful name important? It's important because it should be related to your app, okay? So that your variable, if I am working on an app to count cats, might be cat1, cat2, something like that. If I am doing a poem variable, maybe it would be word1, word2, rhyming words. You want your variables named in a way that makes sense for your program. A variable is a reference to a value or expression that can be used repeatedly throughout a program. Var my string equals rock, my other string equals roll. Those are variables, okay? That's it for today. See you tomorrow.